I'm out of this world, not your running.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they kick off a road trip in Washington, where they'll take on the Wizards. And then Friday, they'll be facing Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, they've got Tyrese Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's George, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Now here's Carter, the 3 from Suggs. Drummond grabs the miss. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. Drummond, a screen on Wagner. For 3, George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Grimes. We played just over a minute here in the first. Maxey against Suggs. Clock at 4. Maxey passes to George. Deflected by Bane.
Smart defending. You're rarely going to catch Bane out of position.
Now here's Suggs. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Outside Bane. And the 3 off target.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's George on the wing. The kick out to Walker. Outside Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Bane finds Banchero. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's the first bucket of the night. Maybe that will get him going.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Philadelphia, please welcome to the court your Sixers ENT.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Number 1, the Magic.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
Now here's Walker. Pass to George from downtown.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
And another miss by Philadelphia. Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on Drummond. From deep, Banchero. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 5.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Outside Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey finds Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
Banchero outside. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Wagner. No points yet. Carter, the pass to Bane. Wagner outside. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is good.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
76ers trail by 6. Pass to George. And here's Walker. For 3, Maxey hits the three-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Suggs outside. Now here's Carter. There's the 3. They get it again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Philadelphia moving it around. Walker finds George. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Carter. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Orlando. It's a three-point game. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Pass to Maxey. Back to George. The 3 ball. And the 76ers another 3.
That's a beautiful stroke that time by Paul George. If he gets a look from beyond the arc, he is really dangerous.
And Carroll with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against Chicago. And Carroll with a screen on Maxey. The 3 from Suggs. And another miss by Orlando.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Pass to Maxey. Drummond, a screen on Suggs. Now Maxey. A 32-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Carter, a screen on Walker. The three from Banchero. Rebound by Philadelphia. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
And it's Maxey missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Magic. To the inside. Outside Grimes. Three-pointer. Drummond. Great positioning on the putback.
And with great length and explosiveness, Drummond's ability to clean up the glass is second to none.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys.
Let me hear you. Big noise.
Orlando trailing here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Banchero against George. Let's go with a three. They get it back. Drummond. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And the 76ers with some changes. Oubre comes in for Walker, and McCain subbed in for Grimes. The Magic have got 6 of 14 in so far. Black passes to Cox. From deep, Bane. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia shooting around 40% early on here. Oubre finds Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Six to shoot. Got it. Maxey's got 7.
Maxey's showing you a tremendous amount of fight to get that one to go.
Black passes to Banchero. Down low. Oh, George with a steal. Over Banchero. That one off the back iron and out.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
To the paint. Pass to Cox. Puts up a 3. On target from range. And the Magic lead by 1.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Inside, here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now here's George. He had 34 points in the win against Charlotte.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
George has gone 2 of 6 shooting from downtown. Outside Carter. Back to Black. Pass to Bain. Drummond against Carter. And here's Black. From deep, Bain. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Knocks down the triple. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Banchero. And he converts the layup.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance. Maxey's got 10 points.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Bain against McCain. Bain surveying the D for 3. Hits the trifecta. Bain's got his 2nd basket of the game. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More 2K action in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
We've got Kelly Oubre, Jared McCain out there with Edgecombe, and it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Oubre. He's scoreless, 3 on the clock. Stripped it away! And the Magic pushing it up now. Black outside, pass to Jones. Wagner with a screen on McCain. Jones misses. 76ers trail by 4. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And the 76ers making a change here. Watford's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Jacks up a 3. Shot's good by Black. And now a 7-point Orlando lead.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Rainman. No points so far. Tries the spin move. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Barlow's checked in for Watford.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers. Number 20.
Here's Edgecombe. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Clock at 6. Outside Oubre. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Rain Man, the pass to Oubre. To win the drought. McCain shot is off. Orlando leading by 7. And here's Black. Wagner outside. To the middle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Well, that's going to be tough to copy that.
And he knocks down the first one. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And both free throws good for Wagner. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And Maxey, the bucket, on the assist by Oubre. 12 points for Tyrese Maxey.
I love the determination of Tyrese Maxey. Has turned himself into a natural scorer, and he is always hunting the next bucket.
Now here's Wagner. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Back to Suggs. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. 76ers trail by 9. McCain finds Maxey. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Yeah, the defense made it easy that time for Maxey. You can't give him those kind of looks in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Legs.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Magic. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Black. Now here's Wagner. 11 points for him last game against Chicago.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Now here's Wagner. 7-point differential. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Philadelphia moving it around. For three, Maxey, and scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Bain. Pass to Cox. Over Walker. The shot no good by Cox. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Drummond. Right through the D for the layup. Drummond's got 6.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Now Bain. Wagner looking it over. Pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Bain. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Grimes, the pass to Walker. Outside Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Grimes. Wagner with a steal. Suggs with it. Grimes covering. Pass to Cox. It's tipped. Now here's Wagner. Wagner outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Maxey. Again, the Sixers score. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Bain. Wagner with a screen on McCain to the paint. They still need this. And the dunk by Wagner.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Drummond finds Walker. Here's Grimes. Back to Maxey. Fires for 3. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
And Carroll left side. Black outside. Pass to Suggs. On the wing, Bain. From the arc. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 22. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 12.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Drummond. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Maxey passes to George. And here's Drummond. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Wagner. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Maxey against Suggs. Maxey, that's good.
Yeah, he is shooting in rhythm right now. He's become a major threat in this league, and right now shooting with tremendous confidence off the dribble.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you guys.
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in this game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And Franz Wagner's subbed in for Black. Orlando has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Oh, George with a steal. There's 1:47 left to play in the second quarter. Philadelphia moving it around. He shoots. Again, the Sixers score.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Wagner with it. Give him 8. Outside Bane. Shot from the wing. That one goes. Count it. Bane's got 7 points here in the quarter. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Orlando, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Now Grimes. Still no points. George outside. That one falls. Coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got 3 assists in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Carter finds Banchero. Wagner for three. The rebound by Maxey. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Deflected! 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Bane. Clock at 6. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bane's got 15 points. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hi folks, it's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
You know, for Philadelphia, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, gotta keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. And it's slammed in by Carter.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
George outside. Back to Maxey. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Suggs. Picked by Carter. From deep, Bane. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Now here's George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Bane, pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Maxey. Outside Carter. From deep, Bane. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Walker sets a screen from outside the arc. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 29 points.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Now here's Bane. 18 points for him. 5 to shoot. Here's Banchero. Paul George pulls down the board. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Grimes. Yet to see a basket. For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Outside Bane. 4-3. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And Bane picking up the phone with no hesitation. What an answer.
George outside. This one for 3. He drops it from range. George has got 18.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Count that one. And now a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Bane. Beyond the arc. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Now here's Bane. 24 points for him. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Yeah, I love all the elements Bane has added to his game. He can carry your offense on certain nights.
George passes to Maxey. Over Suggs. Orlando with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wagner finds Suggs. Outside Bane from behind the arc. And another 3 for Orlando.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
George outside. Walker sets a screen. George against Wagner. They need this. Here's Drummond. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 16.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
76ers trail by 6. George outside. Outside Walker. Here's Maxey. And the layup is good off the glass. Maxey's got 34.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Walker against Banchero. The 3 from Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Now here's George, defended by Wagner. The rebound by Carter.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Wagner looking it over. And Maxey over to help. Suggs outside. Pass to Bane. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
George in the post. Wagner's on it. George passes to Maxey. Back to Grimes. The 3 is up. Orlando with the rebound. Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 34. Down low. Here's Drummond. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit to sweet setup on that one.
Oh, he's such a threat to shoot it off pick and roll. You expect Maxey to light it up for himself. So that's a very smart play to give it up and read the defense.
Here's Banchero. He's got 19. The 3 from Suggs. Paul George pulls down the board.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
And he gets gets that one. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Perfect start for Paul George, just absolutely filling up the stat sheet and carrying the load offensively.
Up top, Suggs. The three from Bane. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Grimes. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Aggressive in the lane. Banchero.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Right now, it's your Sixers and
Kane's checked in for Drummond. Black's checked in for Orlando. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. 5th best, the 76ers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
76ers trail by 8. Maxey passes to George. Outside McCain. They set the pick. The 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 7 tonight. Banchero outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Black. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Maxey. Left side Grimes. Blocked! And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
substitution on the court.
And here's Wagner. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Bane. With the crossover and the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
76ers trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's George on the wing. And here's McCain. Black defending. Now here's McCain. Tightly guarded. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Orlando grabs the miss.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Good! Another from 3.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
Wagner outside. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Wagner's checked in for Banchero.
Substitution on the court.
76ers trail by 11. Here's Rain Man, still without a bucket. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando.
Orlando substitution. Number 4, Jalen Suggs.
Here's Oubre. Pass to Rain Man. Outside McCain. Launches it. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando leading by 11. Wagner with it. Guarded now by Maxey. On the wing, Bane. Fires from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Maxey outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Now here's Bane. He's got 38. Wagner with a screen on McCain. Gets it off. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Rain Man in at the 3, small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And if you're going to foul Maxey, you better hit him. He is going to be able to make shots through contact.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would.
Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And here's Oubre from the arc. No luck on that one. Magic leading by 16. Black, right side. Suggs outside. Bane with it, down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Offensive board. Black, left side. Outside Bane, from deep. And again for 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Outside Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Here's McCain. 3-pointer, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Black. Wagner with a screen. Black passes to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
76ers trail by 21. Pass to Bona. Back to McCain. To stop the run. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Suggs surveys the D. And here's Black. Now, Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
McCain, a screen on Wagner. Here's Maxey, plenty of space. Gets a very good look and converts. Maxey's got 39.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Bona, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Cox. He's covered by Oubre. Yep, that one's good. And the Magic lead by 21.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Embracing the role of a facilitator. That's really good stuff there by Maxey.
Now Suggs. Pass to Cox. Here's Bane.
Out of bounds. Sixers ball. Substitution on the court.
And here is Maxey. George outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Black outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero in the post. Walker covering. 6 to shoot. Black outside. Lets it go from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Fires in the triple.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Black passes to Wagner. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Outside Walker. George for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 10 points in just the second half. Orlando with the ball. Wagner outside. And Carroll with a screen on George. Wagner against George. Takes a 3. And Wagner hits from deep. And the Magic lead by 18.
And looking to shoot as many 3s as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
George passes to Maxey. Wide open. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Maxey's got 44.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Wagner in the high post, working on George. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Walker. Pass to Drummond. Now George. Walker sets a screen. The 3 is up. Carter against Drummond. Oh, Carter with the block.
Hard to get shots over Carter Jr. With his timing and his long arms,
Wagner finds Suggs. Wagner outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, they got a little loose with the ball right there, but in general, they've avoided the big mistakes, and they're running away with this.
Orlando making a switch here. Baines checked in. Maxey passes to Walker. Now here's George. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Carter. The 3. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Grimes. Back to Maxey. The 3 is up. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Outside Bane. Back to Wagner. Out left to the wing. From deep, Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Outside Walker. Back to Maxey. Kicks it to George. From the arc. They get it back. And the jam by Drummond.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Carter, a screen on Walker. From deep, Banchero. Paul George pulls down the board. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 13-point game. Maxey surveys. The 17-footer. Suggs rips down the board.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Now Banchero. Drummond on the double team. Shoots a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
All right, everybody, coming on the court, your Sixers ENT. Let me hear you. All right, everybody, coming on the court, your Sixers ENT. Let me hear you.
Here's Grimes. Drummond inside. Carter's there. Stolen by Carter. Outside Banchero.
Yeah, this is why you throw it Carter Jr.'s way. He is solid at slamming it down.
76ers trail by 18. Outside Grimes. Here's Maxey. Banchero pulls it down.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
On the wing, Bane, covered by Grimes. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 48.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Desmond Bane.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Outside Maxey. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from the high post. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's the pick. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Desmond Bane.